Well, clearly we have concerns on a number of levels. We've been talking in the past few days about our concern about why this Labour government would choose to hit some of the most vulnerable people in society in efforts to stick to these fiscal rules that surely should be at least slightly flexible at a time of global change like this. We're told by Labour that this is not a return to austerity, but it's pretty clear, I think, today by anybody who is on the health element of universal credit or who's losing elements of PIP, that this is austerity continued. Exactly what Rachel Reeves, I was checking, said 10 months exactly ago today during the heat of an election campaign would not be happening. Well, I think that Labour has to own the decisions itself has taken. The decision around national insurance has had a huge impact, and it's clearly, I think, feeding through now to the halving of the OBR's economic growth outlook. I'm looking at this from the point of view of people who today are feeling the impact of those decisions by the UK Labour government, and I'm looking at it from a Welsh perspective too. I'm here making the case for fair funding for Wales, for the consideration of our needs to protect our communities where we have a higher proportion of people who are disabled, a higher proportion of people who work in the public sector. This hits us even harder in Wales, and that's why I'm here today, to remind government of that. It completely ignores the Welsh position. I think clearly because of the changing global context, there is an argument to be made, and the loss of that alliance that we used to think we could depend on from the United States means that we have to look afresh at how across Europe we have to look at our role in defence, and defence spending certainly plays a part in that. But what about defending those people that government and politics is here to protect in society? And that includes those people today who are going to look at this statement as something that's going to take away some of the basic safety nets that keep them going through every day.